Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To enrich, empower, and enlighten the people of the Warren Newport Public Library District. Public comment. Do we have anyone? Okay. Consent agenda. Everybody good with the agenda? If so, do we have a meeting or do you have any motion?
I move to accept the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Wait, I have a question about 304 before we do that.
We can discuss even after the motion.
Okay, fine.
What question do you have about 304?
Well, I thought there was a typo. Page 19. Under this first accrual period, it doesn't have the word all in the title. Paid Leave All Workers Act, PLAWA, but it doesn't have the word all. Is reading that wrong? Paid leave. That's the title.
Yeah, you would want to add that. That's a good catch.
Okay, do you want to remove from consent then? Or just, well, we have to remove it from consent if we're gonna make changes.
Yeah, that's why I was saying. Before we voted.
Okay, I withdraw my motion.
Do we have a different motion or any motion?
Joe, can you go ahead and make that motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda minus item G2.
Okay, do you have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Abstained? That carries. Items removed from consent agenda. That's about page 19. So we need to amend. Paid leave for all workers act.
Yeah, in the third paragraph. Okay, I move that the board approve policy 304, Illinois Pay for All Workers Act as amended.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Carries. All right. President's report is on page 20. Reports of any other trustees?
A couple of us went to the Rails breakfast. Oh, nice. And then the Woodland Education Fund is restarting. So if you guys have students or family members that go to Woodlands, be on the lookout for the Facebook page. I know they'll be hosting an event for the staff on January 12th, trivia night. But the whole goal is just to fundraise money to give back to the teachers on whatever projects or programs they help with. So hopefully it's a good thing.
In teams, has that.
I think they're gonna be just randomly assigned. teams.
Oh, okay.
So. This
Gotcha.
is what I've been told.
It's not like we can enter our own team or something.
Maybe in the future.
Okay,
That's, people really like that.
yeah.
Any other trustees? All right, executive director's report, page 21.
Any questions about the reports?
Can you provide the date for the Black History Month program?
Yeah,
I can also look it up. Figured for people to be able to have it on there.
yeah. I think me to, I think it's the 17th, but. Hold on, I think you had it in the chat, wasn't?
Yeah, February 17th. I have it from to 1.
Okay, from, yeah, 11 to 1.
And then I did have a question. The Posada, was staff present at that? The event that happened in Park City on December 9th, I believe. It was pretty recent. I didn't attend, I was just
Yeah,
curious.
I don't know. Maybe Maria might have been there, but I don't
And
think we had
Navidad?
a larger presence.
It
No.
was either Maria or Jenny.
Jenny.
It was either mobile services or Maria, yeah.
And it's also at, the tree lighting.
Yes.
I noticed, the old furniture from the quiet, not the quiet reading room, but the quiet reading room, that's on 24. Did we donated it to Round Lake Public Library?
Yes,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was, we were glad to find a home.
Great.
Not that I have kids, but I saw that Brushwood had donated the backpacks. Where are those located? With the
They will
library?
be, we have backpacks in Cocos Cove already.
Oh,
They will
okay.
be added to our backpack.
Oh,
So I have a question. Our Library of Things collection, how's that coming?
It is coming along. We're very excited actually. So well, during the closure, we had some people who were able to take tours of various other libraries to see how they were handling their library things, their maker spaces, orders, all of the things that we kind of have in the works. So doing some interviews with staff at other libraries. So we had a plan for our library of things and we pivoted a little bit because of that. So using the information that we gleaned from other, people who've been doing it. So we're in tech services at this point, it's getting cataloged. Thankfully, because of CCS, we don't have to do very much original cataloging. A lot of this already exists as library of things in other libraries. But now it's a matter of just figuring out where we want to store the tags and then how we handle the material. So it's definitely coming around now. We've got storage thing. We've got some nice stacking containers. And Amy Meyer has hands on everything and a firm understanding of how she wants to handle it.
Very good. Anyone else have questions? All right, moving on to old business, building systems updates.
Well, we are close to the finish line. We're not quite there yet because there are still some some, I would say, minor outstanding issues. So the biggest for me is with the electrical work. Basically, they're not circuited for plans, so this could result in panels being overloaded. So they're going to fix that. There's some reports we're still waiting for. They did a test and balance report that was found in the punch on Friday. We don't have that report yet, so we're waiting for that. Non-slip walk pads need to be added to allow safe access to the units. There was still some construction debris on the roof, but our facilities team took care of that because I was concerned. I didn't want that to like lay around waiting for them to come back and clean it because we didn't want to get a puncture roof and have a leak. So our team, took a proactive step to take care of that. But that's, and well, the other big thing is the BAS system. Getting that, Miguel training and that finalized. So yeah, we're close. We're not quite there, but with a project like this, always going to be a couple of gaps in the, getting to the finish lines. I don't have a timeline, but I'm going to press them to get those issues resolved quickly. So.
Are we on budget, under budget?
Yeah, we're still, and as far as I know, there was no change orders during the project. So we should still be less than $95,000 on the project. So. All right, any questions about that?
Okay, moving on to new business, personnel policy 280. Page 33.
So this was discussed through the whole last week, and I believe the main outstanding question on this was the Sunday hours. If we were to include them in the calculation for normal weekly hours, would that change benefits for any employees? And it looks like, based on going back looking at the data, we kind of like had to look employee by employee. It potentially could change 1 to 2, but those 2 staff members are shelvers, and we would to adjust those schedules anyway, because I want to be careful what I say, because everybody's valuable here, right? We're a team, everyone has a valuable job. But in terms of that position, that's not a high skill set position necessarily. It's not customer service oriented, for example. So we tend not to have our shelvers be IMRF benefited employees. So so that's something we can. I would, our recommendation is to keep the policy as is, not a calculation for normal weekly hours, because it would impact, because if the few instances where it would have, we would adjust anyway, if that makes sense. So.
Remember how confused we were when we read this, though? So how do we prevent the next board from being confused?
How do we?
Give director explain it to them.
Because we're like, why isn't it in? Shouldn't it be in? We say why?
Well, I think the reason why is that because it makes it's difficult administratively, really, is the main reason why. So if it's going to make a change to the status of several employees, sort of make them benefited, then it would make sense to do it. But since it doesn't really have any change in the status, it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm not clear.
If it doesn't matter, then we should strike it.
Here's my thoughts on it. Right now, Sunday hours only happen part of the year, which is why this is complicated, right?
Mhm.
If we were to move to a year-round Sunday open, I would want to revisit this. Under our current model, I think it makes sense to do this.
Can we just add that then? Sunday hours are not included because of,
Yeah, a little bit more explanation. A new employee reading this might question it, but if we give a rationale for why.
And also, do I remember this right, that this makes nobody have to do it, because some people want to do it? Isn't that correct? And other people don't? So if you make it normal hours, then everyone would have to do it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And right now we have it so people can get Sundays up and other people can take them. And that's the only day that we do.
can we add that then too? Like, we shouldn't have discovery every time we read this policy, right? We should add kind of. In my opinion.
We don't usually put the whys in our policies, though. That's something that we actually went through and removed from a lot of policies earlier on.
It seems like we are being sneaky though by not including Sunday hours. I think it does. I think it
see
does
your point of view.
elevate to, let's explain.
Raises questions if you read it by itself.
And I understand where you're coming from. Because you do, because this is a personal policy, staff read it, we want staff to understand too. So you make a good point.
I mean, all you need to add is because Sunday hours are not yearly, it's, hard. I don't know.
Due to the seasonality
Yeah,
of Sunday hours.
something
Sunday
like
hours
that,
not-
just to make, I think.
And you said Sunday hours are optional,
They're
right?
not completely optional. We have coverage because we're, we have public facing desks. But there's more flexibility with ours.
What about this? Since Sunday hours are not guaranteed, the hours are not included.
I like that.
I would replace this with as.
Yeah,
Like
Sunday
as?
hours.
Does that answer for you, Catherine?
I can live with.
So the sentence right after the table is going to start with, as Sunday hours are not guaranteed, comma, Sunday hours are not included in the calculations for normal weekly hours.
Yeah.
That definitely shows we did not skip it Sit down.
And I would agree with the assessment. If we were ever to move it to Sunday hours year round, we would want to revisit this for sure. And I think it's challenging because I think it's something that, you know, would the community love us to be open Sunday hours year round? Absolutely. Does it
I
present?
had my choice to be twenty-four
Yeah,
seven.
but does it present a major budgetary challenge and a staffing challenge? It does.
Well,
So, you know, it doesn't mean it's something we should continue to strive for it, but it's a challenge.
All right, do we have a motion?
I move the personnel policy to, 280 work week schedules be approved as amended.
A second.
Can I get a roll call for this one?
Sutton,
Aye.
Flores,
Aye.
Hamilton,
Aye.
Arnold,
Aye.
Beckwith,
Aye.
Parker, aye, Katsir,
Aye.
ayes have it.
All right. Treasurer's report, page 37.
Oh, don't we
Uh,
need B?
Oh, sorry, did I miss one?
Yeah, B.
Oh, missed one. Page 35, personnel policy 502.
This has been incorporated into 280. So this policy can be eliminated.
So do we have a motion for this?
Yeah, I move personnel policy 502 work schedules be eliminated.
I'll second that.
All right, can you get a roll call for this one as well?
Sutton,
Aye.
Flores.
Aye.
Hamilton,
Aye.
Arnold, Beckwith,
Aye.
Parker, Katsir,
Aye.
ayes have it.
All right, now. 6. Treasurer's report.
Is it the agenda?
It was not.
No.
It could have been. I think we were viewing it at the time. Doug looked this over, he found a couple things, sent it back. I sent it back. Andreas reviewed it. Andrea had some questions we addressed, so it was ready to go.
Is it? I just don't remember doing this recently. It seems late.
Well,
It's just, is
No,
that normal?
well, my understanding is the audit needs to be complete before
Okay.
this can be created. So it typically is December. Yeah, we have it filed before 2024. We're in compliance.
Okay, do we have a motion for this one?
I move to accept the treasurer's report of annual receipts and disbursements for fiscal year 2022-2023.
Second.
All right, let's get a roll call for this one.
Sutton,
Aye.
Flores,
Aye.
Hamilton,
Aye.
Arnold, Beckwith,
Aye.
Parker, Katsir,
Aye.
ayes have it.
All right, semi-annual review of closed session minutes. There was a review conducted.
It was done, it's ready to go, so it needs, I don't know. Next. As a. It's in for January.
Excellent. Other potentially actionable items, agenda items for January 2024 regular meeting. I remember that we will not have a committee of the whole meeting for January.
Right.
We have a number of items here. Is there anything else we need to add?
I had everybody the October closed session minutes, so that'll need to be on there for.
Do we need an update on the seminal? What's the?
Decennial committee? Yes, we will be probably.
You said
Is it February?
February.
I couldn't remember. Okay, February.
Will we have an update on the remote purchase, mobile services for you?
You should, yeah.
I think that was February.
Sure.
February is the bookmobile replacement
Oh, yeah. That's right.
and the makerspace.
One thing I'll know with the February committee of the whole, I will be asking the board for the special meeting prior, because we will need to award the winning bid for the new automated materials handler. And the timing was such where trying to work it to get to this meeting, but with the necessary requirements to post.
So will we be able to do that in January or we have? Okay,
February, yeah.
okay. So nothing else for January.
I might give an update on that because we might have,
Update on that in January. All right. Public forum. Anyone here?
Everybody's phones. It could be ready for some.
Any announcements other than what you see on the list already? Okay, executive session. Do I have a motion for executive session?
So moved.
I'll second. And let's get a roll call.
Flores.
Aye.
Farcapisi,
Aye.
Sutton,
Aye.
Hamilton,
Aye.
Arnold,
Aye.
Cotsini.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
All right.
did you invite the executive director to get into this?
Yes, we did that. Well. Steve Farkapisi said so moved. The motion.
And it says.
Okay.
As written.
Okay, great. I wanted to clarify.
So she did.
Catherine.
Shorthand.
Catherine.
So,